All right, guys. This week in Destiny, August 21st, 2025. This week in Destiny, we're sharing more details about the new content coming in the Desert Perpetual raid. As some changes we have planned for September, it might, whatever, it might look like that's still very far away, but nope. Ash and Iron update is dropping on September 9th. That's just a bit over 2 weeks. But let's stay focused on the present for now. Here are the topics for today. Introducing the Epic Raid, updates coming to the portal in Ash and Iron, a monument to seasons past. Complete your seasonal challenges soon. Mayhem, mayhem, mayhem. Dude, mayhem was actually lit. I hit a 7th column in that. Desert Perpetual expands soon. On July 19th, the Desert Perpetual raid was released to the world. We wanted to deliver a unique experience that allowed for replayability, challenging encounters, and more customizable difficulty thanks to the new feat system. But that was not all. Get ready for the epic version of the Desert Perpetual, which will permute and expand upon the original on September 20th, 10 a.m. PT. Dang, an epic raid. Have they ever done that? Building the original experience, the Epic version introduces new challenges, rewards, pursuits, challenges, changes to mechanics of each encounter. Will test the coordination of your fire team, complete them to earn new legendary weapons and new set bonuses on armor drops. A new quest further unravels the mysteries of space and time, unlocks the attunement system for a new raid vendor, and rewards a catalyst for the raid's exotic weapon, Whirling Ovation. All this and more, but we aren't going to spoil it all here. You'll have to dive in for yourself on September 20th. Contest mode on. For the first... Oh, it's going to be another contest mode? That's crazy. Is it a raid race again? For the first 48 hours for the epic raid, the Desert Perpetual has launched. Contest mode will be active. During this time, enemies are a lot tougher, more aggressive, and will be playing at fixed power level disadvantage. So team play and stuff is top tier. Oh wow, they are doing the world's first raid race again for this. We've updated the loot of the contest mode, so now the first clear of each encounter in the contest will drop tier 5 gear. And if you complete all of them, you can claim an exclusive emblem, a raid exotic, and a catalyst. Also, you'd better start organizing your fire team if you want to compete in world's first race. Here we go again, guys. We're going to have to cover that again. World's first info. CB Gray and Evan F., the GOATs, are returning to Bungie Studios to host the world first race for the epic version of Desert Perpetual. Many will try their hand, but just one will be crowned winner. Here's some entry requirements to know beforehand. Completion of the Edge of Fate campaign. Fire team leader must have completed the regular version of Desert Perpetual. A fire team of 6 players. So yeah, I won't be able to play that unless I beat the regular one. Once the first team has completed the epic version of the Desert Perpetual in contest mode, the normal version will be unlocked for players that just want to experience the new content without any extra difficulty. Totally understandable. Not swap update. With the release of the epic raid, to keep the success and encounters focused on action gameplay, we create a level playing field for players across platforms. We are rolling out a new version of not swap for contest mode. This modifier will now reset your super and ability energy, special ammo, and heavy ammo, as well as remove all ammo and orbs on the ground when you change your exotic and legendary armor or weapon ammo types. Rip. This modifier will also take effect when 3 or more feats are activated in the standard difficulty of the epic raid. The experience has been tuned around this modifier. We'll share more information in the future Twid. Oh, so they made him a little bit weaker, huh? Featured gear and seasonal mod. The bonuses to damage resistance granted by the artifact when using currently featured gear will be active this time during the contest mode weekend. Similarly, seasonal mods that can be slotted into featured weapons will be also available during this time. So guys, sorry about my mic. I know it doesn't sound the best. We got to get a new phone. So hopefully we save up some money. Watch the video, guys. The money, the views and stuff, money I make off this video is going to go into me buying a better setup so I can get a better mic. All right. We all know this will be impact for build crafting plans. We have wanted to share the info a bit early. We can't share the list of banned items yet, though. This will be available on the date closer to the raid release, but might look different to the last time given to the changes of the build swapping are implementing. Integrity of the challenge, guys. The launch of the weekend of the raid is a unique moment of Destiny 2. Teams all over the world will face off one of the toughest challenges. So we want to clean competition. That's why our security team will be watching closely, analyzing every encounter and raid completion, and find any player that's breaking our TOS. We won't hesitate to remove players during the race and issue bans as needed to defend our integrity of the world's first race. In other words, don't cheat, don't play with cheaters, or you will face consequences. Upcoming raid reward changes. Since they're talking about the raid, let's share the new information of updated rewards that will be available for Destiny 2 9.1.0 dropping along with Ash and Iron. You can earn extra rewards from clearing all encounters of Desert Perpetual. Defeat all 3 bosses before beating Korgos to earn an extra piece of gear. In addition to this, we are introducing 2 weekly challenges. The first challenge gives an extra piece of loot from your first clear of an encounter each week in either version of the raid. Completing this challenge will unlock an additional one, but that provides bonus loot from the epic raid. The loot from these challenges drops as bonuses, seasonal power, and drops at an upgraded tier based on the number of active feats. We're also making some improvements to the gear tier in the Desert Perpetual, removing the requirement to complete the Combined Mastery Triumph to increase your gear drop tier. Now all Desert Perpetual gear will now drop at Tier 2 and standard version of Tier 3 in the Epic Raid, no matter your current power level. In addition, you have an added chance for all gear earned during a full clear to drop at +2 from your base tier. Add feats increase your chances. Nice. Get some Tier 5 for your Tier 3. At least often requested feature for raids is arriving the Ash and Iron. Players who complete the map and compass quest as well as the epic raid can then approach the simulate assemble to receive a new quest. Completing the new quest will unlock the ability to attune in any previously acquired place of gear in the Desert Perpetual, improving your chances of dropping from any counter. Bungie rewards. Desert Perpetual Bungie rewards dates have been extended. Players now have until December 5th, 9:59 to complete the Desert Perpetual raid, regular or epic, and unlock this raid jacket and raid sling bag from the Bungie rewards. Will be available January 6th, 2026, 9:59. So yeah, go beat the raid, guys. So you guys get that stuff. The Portal updates. Hey Guardians, the Portal dev team here. See that you're loving Caldera K1 logistics a lot, maybe too much. What do they mean by mines? Salt mines? Oh wait, either Ash and Iron, we're adding more variety to the portal, keeping all activities worthwhile, but also making them more time equivalent and risks of the challenge equivalent while you progress your power. Upcoming improvements. The portal is a better place where there are more options to play the optimal. The close enough you don't feel constrained to a handful of missions we play. We need Fireteam Ops to be a better place to play, either with your friends or new friends via Fireteam Finder, though matchmaking or even a solo guardian wishing to solo a strike or some ops categories are going to get increased rewards, and some ops categories activities are going to get slightly reduced rewards. Solo ops dominance is especially stark between 400 and 450, where the best way to attain prime engrams is to get A grades as fast as possible. We want to make this more interesting portion of the game, one that makes attaining prime engrams in the portal more rewarding. Starting next week, Destiny 2 9.0.0.8 will be increasing the time limits on Fireteam Ops direct launch matchmaking tiers, giving players significantly more time to complete the challenging match-made Grandmasters. This should help players reach grade A's consistently, resulting in better rewards. Additionally, we have other improvements planned for the portal and Ash and Iron forward. Time bonus system should give more value to trading off speed versus killing everything with kill-based activities, fire team ops, blah, blah, blah. Good grades in the fire team ops should be less risky and less challenging to get than they are now. Fire team ops should be at least a good place to earn power or solo pinnacle ops. Match-made fire team ops should be more viable at higher power levels. The way that equip power and account power work is confusing. We're fixing that. We would like more variety in Pinnacle Ops, including a way to earn Pinnacle Ops gear via matchmaking. We would like to give more regular opportunities to matchmake into marquee activities like Onslaught and Coil. We want to make it easier, more obvious for everyone to in the fire team to get best rewards, and even at the wide power differentials. We think various Bane's challenges and boons should be well balanced against each other. We also think you should be more great. There should be more great things to do in in general. As we add brand new activities to the portal, we bring older activities, and we want to be able to feature these more effectively for daily power gain. It would be great if conquests were repeatable for the portal rewards. Ash and Iron updates. The Ash and Iron release, we have more substantial changes and additions. These are by no means the final, so expect in the future more in the future. Let's go over them. Ultimate difficulty. Ultimate difficulty will be available when Ash and Iron launches. Ultimate difficulty is available starting at power 551 or 451. Ultimate includes 2 new player stakes, pressure cooker, finish under the time limit, or get kicked to orbit. That's crazy. Extinction. All players are limited to a single life. There are no revives. Dang. These optional stakes are intended to provide a more significant challenge to even the most experienced Guardians and include score boost to match. Ultimate Fire Team Ops matchmaking will open week 10 after Ash and Iron launches. Platinum and Diamond reward ranks. Players can reach Platinum and Diamond reward ranks, which run from 450 to 459 or 499 power and 500 to 550 power respectively. While in Platinum and Diamond you can earn A plus grade in PvE. You need an A plus to qualify for Tier 5 gear until Platinum 3, where A grades start giving you Tier 5. Once you reach Diamond 1, B plus qualifies you for Tier 5, and Platinum 3, even A B will get you a Tier 5. Reward multiplier changes. We are changing the reward multiplier to use an account highest power rather than the equip power to determine the basis of the multiplier. This applies to the PvP portal also. You will need to have new or featured armor to get that 10% score bonus. No swapping at the end of the activity. However, we track this value of the entirety of the activity. There are 5 new portal score boosters in the Ash and Iron reward pass, but you don't lose your score boost if you get them the reclamation pass. You can still earn 3% for each of the new boosts to 15% total bonus. If you already have 15% score boost, you can get 10 enhancement scores instead of the boost. Time limit adjustments. All activities have had their time limit adjusted based on the actual play data from the past few weeks. Rather than the pre-Edge of Fate times, many things are coming down to reasonable level. Looking at you, 35-minute Star-Cross timer and 8-minute Caldera timer. Other things have increasing liminality, inverted spiral onslaught to give you more time to get those bonus points. Bonus timer will be reward to minimum 5% score bonus for coming in under the timer. In the future, we are looking at ways to help visualize this and customize the screen looking at your projected score. Loadout restrictions. When we launched Edge of Fate, we were worried about the effects of loadout swapping in the portal with Armor 3.0. We are significantly increased the scoring value for locked loadout, making it a very advantageous to play with it. This made it a bit too easy to earn good scores in expert difficulty compared to adding Banes and challenges, raising the combat level of the activity. We're bringing locked and loadout back down to where originally imagined, and we are opening up some new design space for some new loadout modifiers. We're adding a new loadout player stake called Touche, which combines locked loadout and avant-garde restrictions as well as scoring for both. We're also adding a selection of new loadout restriction modifiers alongside these, starting in the expert tier. Just 3 examples: explosive weapons, including rocket-assisted ones, medieval weapons, you can guess which, Old West weapons, yeehaw. All of these also include restrictions for new and featured armor similar to the avant-garde, but the weapons can come from anywhere and anytime, even from 1963. Initially, these just include appropriate weapon categories, but eventually we want to expand the value of these, taking into account specialized frames like we do with the rocket pistol / pulse above. Perks like Dragonfly and full auto retrofit, special case exotic weapons like Vex Mytho class or Sunshot. Now, if you are thinking that these restrictions are going to make it challenging to the counter champions in the master missions above, we agree. That's why they are come with really juicy scoring bonus to compensate you for your troubles. Also, you won't see any of these randomized modifiers and match-made activities. These are just for customized activities. Data, experience, and rewards. Our goal with the individual activity rewards was to create a consistent value across all activities. While each activity is unique in its own way and can be preferred by different players, we created groupings based on the length of difficulty reward players' effort. As we've been analyzing activity data and seeing players become more familiar with the activities, buffs, and creating new strategies to clear some of the activities are harder than we expected. EX Widow's Court and others easier on court. We can see some activities like Solo Ops Crucible have narrow distribution. There is significantly less variation in duration. Activities with lower, wider shapes. Fireteam Ops, Pinnacle Ops have significantly higher variation in duration, usually meaning the activity is harder and separates players by skill and more efficiently. We already expected some of this would happen due to the inclusion of the longer activities. Blah, 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 guys. You guys can look at this. Nothing too crazy. It's a long twid, guys. They've been looking at data, and it seems like we're not playing as much Crucible or something. Pause it if you need to. I'm off. Last week we were making some category changes. We were making some category changes to Destiny 2 update 9.1.5. Arrives will be Onslaught, Crawls, Pinnacle Ops. Both create more activities. Pinnacle Unify Fireteam Ops to be 10 to 15 minute activities. We do not want to constantly be updating activities because it would create uncertainty in the rewards for them. But we reviewed this data with every major release update, activity rewards were appropriate. Newly introduced activities significantly harder and easier to be updated. In the patch, wait for their experience and brought in line. Power and rewards. New weapons and armor are coming to the portal on Ashen Iron, so there will be a new gear to earn in each portal categories. Look for the preview in the future Twid. As mentioned on July 3rd, Twid 400 and 450 will no longer be limited by prime engrams. You'll be able to level up to 500 via portal activity. Once you reach 500, you will again be required to get prime engrams to level to 550. I see. Prime engrams have two real functions right now. They are random, rare chance to get a gear tier bonus over what you would normally get, and they are a primary way of earning power once you get to 500. However, because they slide into your loot stream without any fanfare, they sometimes get lost. Starting in Ash and Iron, those engrams will no longer automatically decrypt once they hit your inventory. Instead, you will need to take them to Master Rahul to find out what you got, just like Destiny 1. Additionally, rather than giving you a single chance at the prime engram at the end of each portal activity, you will now get multiple chances on the completion rewards from the activity. New activities and bonuses. Let's focus on activities coming to the portal with Ash and Iron on September 9th. Brand new activity called Redacted. More details feature in Twid. 2 Battlegrounds Behemoth Echo Core. 3 Strikes Hypernet Current. Insight Terminus Fallen Saber. 3 Expeditions from Season of the Plunder. Nessus Cosmodrome Europa. Tomb of Elders. Daily bonus focus mission will be more predictable. Bonus random choice redacted missions. Random choice is newly converted battleground strikes expeditions. Random choice on onslaught crawls. We are increasing the score multiplier of all killed scored activities 5% to give players some breathing room. In addition to this, match-made skill scored activities are boosted by additional 5%. Pinnacle Ops activities, 3 dungeon layers, more info in the future Twid, 2 future exotic missions, Presage, Avalon. 2 exotic missions, I mean. Pinnacle Ops will also have 2 daily bonuses, random choice from dungeon layers, alternating between the Presages and Avalons. Solo Ops bonuses, guys. Solo Ops tend to be a quick, reliable way to earn power when you have time to kill or start in the session. Need to complete a few objectives in low stress, low commitment venue. It was never intended to be above all the best method of leveling modifiers and stuff. Reduce the power of given grade in Solo Ops by 1 compared to Fireteam Ops, Pinnacle Ops, and Crucible. Paired with these changes, Fireteam Ops scoring and other rewards tuning may need to make further adjustments as needed. Conquest update. We are adding 4 additional Grandmaster Conquests to Ultimate Conquest. Grandmaster Conquest round out the requirements for the Conquer title. Ultimate Conquest needed to complete the Guardian rank 11. Also get you a sweet new seasonal Ultimate Conquest emblem. You will earn normal scored portal loot for additional completions. Scoring, tuning past all the modifiers. Onslaught, the Cold Tomb Elders will be moving from Fireteam Ops to Pinnacle Ops. They will get their own bonus focus in the Pinnacle Ops, just like the Fireteam Ops will feature activity. This also will get matchmaking. Bonus slot 3 in Fireteam Ops will be replaced by a random choice from the rest of the Fireteam Ops. New solo operative score, blah blah blah, Fireteam Pinnacle solo players. The launch of Renegades and Season of the Lawless will feature even more improvements than tuning to the portal, plus bunches of other exciting changes. We'll be back to talk more about this soon. Alright guys, get rewards from the past. The Ash and Iron Major update, we're introducing a new way to acquire cosmetics from expired season and rewards passes. Located in its heart next to the Monument of the Lost Lights, you'll be able to visit the Monument Season's Past, aka Season's Archive. I see. These archive passes give you access to armor, ornaments, accessories, much more from their respective season and rewards. I see we needed something like that for sure. If you own the season pass when it was first available, you will have instant access to archive pass when it becomes available. Let's go. This is a good update. At launch, all season passes will be released up to the including season 26 will be available. Going forward, new achieve passes will be added to the seasonal archive one pass period after its end. For example, Reclamation Achieve Pass will be added to the Season of Archive with the launch of the Lawless Reward Pass and Renegades. If you do not purchase the pass while it was active, it can be acquired in the Seasonal Archive as Archive Pass for discounted cost of 600 silver. However, if you purchase an item from one of these Eververse flashback sales, the corresponding Archive Pass can be unlocked at the Seasonal Archive for no additional cost. Along with the archive passes, the Seasonal Archive introduces chronologs, a currency that can presently be spent and acquired to achieve items. Starting with the Ash and Iron Rewards Pass, chronologs are earned from active Rewards Pass and are distributed across both the free and paid tracks. Additionally, any newly purchased Achieve Pass will also include 500 chronologs, enough to claim a handful of items from the new pass. Sorry, somebody's calling me. No matter how you have to acquire the pass, however, you won't need to spend chronologs to items you need to earn and reach the acquirement rank. Blah blah blah. Lastly, we know it's possible that you might end up with chronologs but have not archived the past items left and spend them on. And maybe there may be no remaining items that interest you. To ensure chronologs are always valuable, the seasonal archive offers an exchange for a variety of evergreen currencies and materials, including deep sight, harmonizers, synthwave templates, and more. This exchange will be available to all players even if you never owned a pass. Complete your seasonal challenges, guys. Complete the list of seasonal challenges before Ash and Iron arrive September 9th. So this is a general call for everyone aiming to earn some extra Bright Dust XP. Complete them soon. Destiny 2 9.0.0 has reduced the recurrence of the top challenges triumph from previous 102 to 42. This means you can actually earn rewards. This is very weak if you want to. This very weak if you want to. So what are you waiting for? Mayhem now. Trials of Osiris tomorrow. Did you hear that? It's not the sky falling. It's Mayhem being featured in the portal as a weekly rotating Crucible game mode. You know how this works. Invest into your super stat. Get it incredibly quick thanks for the active Mayhem modifier and defeat your opponents with your super ability. Just don't forget to also use your abilities and maybe even your weapons to score some extra defeats. Starting tomorrow until reset, Trials of Osiris will be available to guardians who will be playing against each other in serious pause. For the newest set of weapons we introduced in the Edge of Fate launched last month. All of them are earnable in the moment, so don't hesitate to jump into PvP and get them. Do so with the complete fire team for a higher chance. There's some issues that they're working on, guys. Artist of the Week looks nice. Movie of the week, you eliminated DMG. I can't promise I'll feature a video of you beating this DMG guy in trials every single time, but I do promise that I'll watch it and share it with him, and that several people from several teams at Bungie will enjoy a good laugh every single time. Rip. Not just joking. And there you have it. Another Twid is complete. You hope the news about the portal and upcoming additions in the Desert Perpetual got you all excited. We're working hard on our next update, and well, Renegade's systems we implemented the Edge of Fate keep growing and work better. Your feedback is valuable, so don't hesitate to let us know your takes on what we shared today. Keep it coming. All right, guys, that is your whole Twid. It was a really long one. We got some portal updates, some Ash and Iron updates. Seems like some activities are going to be nerfed, the ones that everyone's playing over and over, because they want more variety with the playlist, right? Of the portal, you know. So people are doing different stuff at different times. You want to play Crucible, you want to play solo ops, you want to play fire team ops, all that stuff, guys. Caldera. But yeah, they talked about the new world. There's going to be a new world's first race, so we'll be tuning into that as soon as it drops. The epic raid of Desert Perpetual. It's going to be starting on September 20th, so you guys will have 11 days to get ready for that raid when Ash and Iron drops. So yeah, that is the Twid. The Twid, it was a really big one. Updated us on a lot of stuff. Fix a few things about drops and tier 5 gear drops and raid drops and stuff like that. Pretty good twab in my opinion. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. And this was a 26 long video. Peace.